Hi, everyone. Good evening. Boy, it's been a week without going live, a week without many different things. So, first of all, what I wanted to say was that last week for this incredible healing conference, we unfortunately didn't have the power and we had to move things around, and then delays happened and we weren't able to have our amazing guest. And Sylvia, our heart is with you out there, and we're going to have you join in for sure in June. And so it's my night and my guest speaker and presenter support for me could not show up. So, February is kind of throwing us a little bit of a curveball. So we adjust and, we're flexible. We're flexible in all of our learning. So tonight I had prepared to share with y'all some concrete pieces about how I was able to heal because it's a journey. And hey, everybody, looks like I got some comments. I got to do both jobs at once here. Hey, John. Man, I should have asked you as a backup to come and do some interviews with me today. But your life is busy, and I'm just so glad that you're here to support. So thank you, John. You're awesome. So tonight, where it's just kind of a solo, I thought about a few things, and I thought about sharing some things, and I wanted to get you excited about something that's going to be happening in the month of April. Hey, Pam, it is so good to see you too. Yes, we did gain a lot of wisdoms last week, right? With all the cold weather stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll share that story a little later. Thank you, John. I feel that support and I'm really grateful for that. Thank you. Um, the thing I thought about sharing this evening, it has to do with healing, but it's an event. And this an event, it's going to be a conference that happens in the month of April. And if you know what the month of April and what it represents is there's two parts. One is Childhood Abuse Awareness Month and Sexual Abuse Awareness Month. So there's two things pretty big, pretty heavy. In spring, in the month of April, where things should be light and exciting and new and fresh, that idea of that you can overcome anything. So possibly that's why it's there in the springtime. I don't know. Maybe that's how my mind kind of tries to attach meaning to things. Well, um, this has been in the works for months and months and months. I gathered together some amazing speakers, and I wanted to share with you guys tonight what's going to be happening in April to get you guys excited, to get you ready to get some tickets, and to just give you information. I thought that would be a good way to kind of end this last week of February while we're getting everybody excited and ready. And since I had the platform to myself tonight, I'm like, okay, my show. And we're going to do it the way that I feel is really important to give everyone out there some hope. Okay, so let's see if this is going to work out really good. I think it will. I think so. Yeah. You just have to kind of do your best. Okay, so I have a video for you guys, and this will show you all of the amazing speakers. And John and Pam share this with people because we want to get the information out there. So this will show you all the amazing people that are going to be a part of this conference. Okay, you guys ready? It's only 4 minutes. So ready? Here we go.
The truth is, we're all a little broken. The gift is, we can all become whole again, no matter what hurt, traumatized, or broke us. Some people believe that once you've become broken, you can never fully become whole again. I'm here to tell you, you absolutely can.
44 years ago, I decided I was not going to let abuse and trauma ruin my life with substance abuse and other addictions that I had used to cope. Finding my God-given purpose to change the world through these very experiences has given me hope, and it can give you hope too.
Beauty rising from brokenness. I am broken. It hit me like a ton of bricks. How did I become broken? When did this happen? How did I get here? Who broke me in the first place? Why am I broken? What broke me?
Hi, my name is Dr. Mary Welsh, and today we're going to take a look at the power of positivity, how we can take our perceptions of what's happened, the challenges that we've had, and the trauma that we've experienced, and delve into the 4 aspects of positive reflection to create a roadmap to healing on our wellness journeys.
If I Could, I Would is my journey from abuse to hope, but it is also the story of countless other children who have survived domestic violence. After I wrote it, I knew there was one person who had to read it, my abusive dad. What happens after that? Well, let's just say that maybe the impossible is possible. Maybe you can change someone's heart with the power of your words. And maybe, just maybe, you can transform anger into love.
My inability to grant forgiveness, it manifested itself in so many destructive behaviors, and it depleted my quality of life for years. So if this sounds familiar, I'm here to instill hope that change is possible. See, forgiveness is a choice and is absolutely essential in the healing process. So as we embark on this journey, let's purge that poison. Let's walk in freedom, and let's rise to our full potential.
Shame. Shame says you're not enough or you're too much. It follows you around like a shadow, the shame shadow. It is behind you or beside you, and like a black hole, it sucks your energy, robbing your light from shining. The pain, fear, and abuse, the shame, all of it, are actually bars in a cage, a comfort cage, one that you built. You sit content in the darkness, even though it is unhealthy. You're used to it.
Hi, my name is Dr. Mary Welsh. I am the co-founder of Susie Q's Kids, a nonprofit that creates comfort bags for children, started in honor of our daughter. These comfort bags go to children that are located in hospitals, shelters, foster care, and those that are grieving the loss of a loved one. Imagine the smile as they open the bag. Well, today, on behalf of the administrators and the speakers of this conference, they are generously donating all the registration fees for your participation to Susie Q's Kids. So on your behalf and theirs, all the children, all the registration fees will go to Susie Q's Kids, and we will be putting these bags into hands of kids in shelters on your behalf. They'll also get a teddy bear and a blanket. Just imagine that connection as they have something of their own to cuddle with. So thank you so much for attending today. Thank you for supporting Susie Q's Kids and for making a difference in the life of a child. Have a great conference.
Wow. Yeah, sorry, little warning beforehand, you might need a tissue or two. I wanted to thank this amazing woman right here who's watching here live with us, Miss Cecilia. She gathered that all together for all the speakers who you saw. Forgive me a little bit there. And so many of us share the commonality, and we wanted to bring that open to y'all and really share the healing journey, and that it's not just going to be about our story, but really the process of becoming whole, becoming healed, and even when we get to a level where we're like, oh, okay, check mark, we've been healed, there's even more to do, and it's beautiful and it is amazing. And I just wanted to say thank you, Cecilia, for helping us put all of that together. So shout outs to her. Just fantastic. And Pam, I agree, it is going to be quite the lineup. So this is happening all through the month of April, and it's not on one day. I have it separated out on different days because I know your lives are busy, and that allows you to really get the pick the person who you would like to be able to see, and get flexibility with your time. So we start on April the 1st with Miss Kathy Studer, and we're going to go all the way through on 7 different nights till the 26th of April. And so I will end the conference, and we're really excited about all of this. So Cecilia, we love you too, and thank you. Yes, so welcome. That opportunity, you saw the amount of speakers there. You saw and probably could feel some of those stories, and some you might know and some you might not. And so that's something really excited. And you also saw that we were going to be able to support a charity to help with the children, because like I said, April is Childhood Abuse Awareness Month as well as Sexual Abuse Awareness Month. And unfortunately, many times that happens to children all within a home that should be filled with love and with comfort and support, and not any of that. So we want to know how to overcome and how to punch through. So that's just kind of a little tidbit about what is coming. And so some of you might be able to see, us putting this out on social media or connecting with your email and sharing all the information out there. So I wanted to share a few places of, okay, some of you might be getting excited. So where can we get the tickets? And we'll go with the ticket and registration first. So I wanted to share this. If I share it correctly, I think I can. Right. Yeah. Okay. So I have to go here, and then I have to go here. Okay. I think I got it. I have to talk my way through it. Okay. I think you guys can see that, right? All right. So this is the Pinpoints of Light Childhood and Sexual Abuse Awareness and Healing Conference. And again, it's going to start on April the 1st and different days throughout the month till the 26th. And it will be all at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So always on that 7:30 p.m. Central. And here are the tickets. I want you to know that everybody is welcome to come. Everybody is welcome. That is a free ticket. We want this information out there. However, if you feel like you want more from the experience, the opportunity to be able to register for $20 to get all of the speakers showing up, and then you get the information through a PDF directly from the speakers that night, as well as chances to win prizes. And then we've got, different levels here. Again, the more that your level goes up, then the more opportunities and chances for books, for other prizes, for possibly 15 minutes to 30 minutes of coaching with these incredible speakers. They're all here. So this allows you to kind of see what's happening. And this registration, those costs we're going to be putting those towards Suzy Q's Kids and helping those children to really, have that opportunity to feel love and to know that there is someone that is beside them, no matter what the challenges that they have been through, right? So this is an exciting opportunity, and this all will be scrolling down here. I'm going to be sharing it out with our email list, and I can put this link in with the chat as things go, and I think you can see me back again, right? Okay, great. So in that share, that's just kind of the first little tidbit. And again, the open conference is free for all, but if you would like to be able to gather these materials and the free and get opportunities for the prizes and things like that, that's where the ticket sales go, because we want to be able to support the kids out there. So really fantastic and amazing for everything there. So just as a little bit of maybe another little sneak peek, if you can kind of think about that. Like you saw in the video, many of these authors are also award-winning. Many of these speakers are also award-winning authors. and we know Miss Cecilia is, and as well as Kathy Studer. I mean, so we have people who have won global awards. They're coming to this conference and this opportunity to, again, share these healing experiences with all of you. Many of them will probably be giving away a book or two. I know I've got my books on order to be able to share and give to you. And I'm really excited about those opportunities. And we'll cover many different topics throughout the conference. And that's really exciting for everyone. Also, if you're out there and open to this, we have an opportunity to have, yes, Pam, I am going to speak on that last day. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm going to be there and speaking as well. So that's just kind of a little snippet of what's coming in the month of April. Think about those kids and how the life of a child can change, right? We know experiences and traumas happen, and when we can help them heal and overcome, their life so much later becomes amazing. If we can prevent, I know Kathy's really, really big. I mean, so much of us have that support as well as preventative. I mean, amazing. Then we've just saved that child's life from going down too deep into anything that doesn't need to be there, and they can keep shining their light outward, right? Because we all have that light within us, and that's what we want to be able to do. So thank you guys all for kind of popping in here and showing up for this. I wanted to give another opportunity if you're thinking about things back there. I'm going to share my screen one more time. If I can do this again correctly. I think I can. And it is this sponsorship. Okay. Y'all can see that, right? Okay. This is an opportunity if you are a business owner to have do a sponsorship for Pinpoints of Light Childhood and Sexual Abuse Awareness Healing Conference. So we're really excited to be able to offer this because you get shout outs on that platinum level during the live events. On these other sponsorship levels, your name and logo will be on the speaking flyer, the free PDF that we're going to be giving with, well, it's not free, but the PDF that the authors are going to be giving based on what the presentation was. All of that's going to be there. So your name will have that. And we have the potential to reach between 20 to 30,000 different views. And so that's great advertisement for you. But in return, it helps support these kids. And we're all in it for that. I know as an 8-year-old, when I suffered from that molestation that happened through that summertime, wow, it would have been really an amazing thing to know that I could start the process right there in that healing. And I know it would have saved me a lot of grief in my teenage years. It would have saved my family a lot of grief too. So that opportunity is there. And so sponsors, we welcome you. And there's many different levels and many opportunities, because we know that times right now are kind of challenging. But wow, when you give, the opportunity comes back 100-fold. If anything, I know that's definitely true. So there's a little information about that sponsorship. That's right. So I'll answer this question for you, Pam. So a sponsorship is just for the conference for that time. So in that set time of conference, that amount will go to a certain percentage will go back into the conference for next year's conference, as well as a percentage will go to then support building the bags for the children in the foster care and for any that are in hospitals or different kind of shelters. So that sponsorship is just for that conference time. So that's a great question that you asked out there. Yeah. And it's different than registration tickets, because the tickets are for anyone to attend, right? And then the sponsorships are for things to be able to carry forward for the following years. So we could keep this conference going and really get the kids the help that they need. So thank you, Pam, for asking that question. If there's any other questions, please connect with me. There's many times where in the evening, dishes, helping with kids, I don't think this brain of mine ever really stops. And so these ideas just start to, pop up and pop up. And I thought, what if I reached out to these amazing women? I wonder what they would say. What if they think that I'm crazy? And I'm like, oh, they already know I'm crazy. So why not just reach out anyway? So I did. And their willingness to come and to do this has been, I mean, wow, it's been mind blowing. And just to think what can happen in a year when you have an idea and you take the action, um, healing and results can really happen. We find ourselves coming out of our own darkness. We find ourselves facing our fear. And when that happens, we're actually walking out of that comfort cage, like I talked about a little bit in that video. So it is really an interesting experience to have that. And I wanted to share one little part, a story, and this story comes from within the book, and had to do with my first employment. So sorry anyone out there who might get offended, but in my first place of work, it was a place that was a saving grace for me. And then it turned into an abusive situation in itself. Isn't that interesting? Because I hadn't gone through the healing, I hadn't recognized what was happening. And at that time, I kind of had just replaced, or we had fled and left the abuse that was at home. Other people started working, and it changed into an abusive situation at work. And I found myself really tolerating it. And I think, that survival kicks in, and you're thinking, well, I have to have the money, and this is my first place of teaching, and I have a scholarship that says I need to be working here for 4 years, right? Like your brain just goes on these lists. And so that was what was happening. And to share a little bit of the story, I was pregnant with number 7. And I discovered I was pregnant well into the spring of that year. And yes, Cecilia, exactly. We heal, we reveal, and the growth needs to happen. And this was one of those growing stories for sure. I was pregnant in the spring, and then through the summer, obviously, it's getting bigger and bigger. And the 4th grade group that was coming up into the 5th grade cohort, because I was a 5th grade teacher at that time, that group was really excited because in 5th grade, myself and my other team teacher, we just had this click and connection to really give the kids, almost all have autism, the support that they needed to really get them into a social setting and to kind of really stretch them with its expectations. So I had set up things and, to the best that I can. And when parent-teacher back to school night happened, I had about 10 moms with their mouths drop open, looking at me and my nice round tummy with number 7. They were mad, really mad. And they're like, no one said that you were pregnant. No one. I can't believe people would lie to us like that. First of all, I was kind of shocked that became a lie. No one had lied. I was pregnant in the spring. Babies grow, especially when they have a due date in September. So when I let them know that it was in September that I would give birth, that went over like the lead balloon. It was not a good situation. And what I found, what was interesting is that the administration willingly pushed me to the front to throw me under that bus. Wow. It was very, very interesting. And so I went through that year. I had my baby on September the 10th. So he's a 9, 10, 11 baby. Kind of cute. But because of the stress and the worry and the pressure to go back was huge. And I was home with my baby for 2 weeks, and the pressure to go back was big because, again, admin had not prepared for a substitute. They guessed that one teacher could cover 2 classes. So she would teach there, run into the other room, and teach there. Yeah, not the best. So I'm trying to figure out places to pump, still teach, let's throw the juggling act together. So you can kind of see through this story what's happening next. Well, as time wore on, more and more things became more and more difficult. And at this time, I was getting the diagnosis of my 6th child was deaf. Now, how are we going to be helping that go through ASL classes? Oh, wait. It was just so complex. And anything that would pop up, the twist and the guilt and the blame and it's your fault started to mound with these parents until I was brought in to a disciplinary action and I had charges set against me. The first one was that I use self-aggrandizing statements such as Admiral Juke. So as a funny, as part of the, kind of master and commander ship control of my class, I was the admiral of the class and they were all the crew and together we would make it work. Well, few parents did not like me to call myself an admiral and that was the first charge against me. The second charge against me was that I lied and didn't tell anybody I was pregnant. Okay. And those of you that are working with like work law and HR, what are you thinking right now? It gets better. Anyway, I had all of these charges that were not really charges brought to us, and there was a mediator, and it was them, me, the mediator, and administration. So if you can picture a room, here I am, here's admin, here are the parents, and here's the mediator. Kind of doing this alone. And, when you reflect back on an experience like that and what happened in that meeting, it was just, the best word possible was pitiful. Oh, it was so pitiful, really. Now, healing from that experience took a little bit of time, but the biggest part of that was the forgiveness. I share the full part of that story in here because they are the part of the chapters that I call the hecklers. And I realize that they're going to be there no matter what you do. No matter how amazing you are, they can find fault. No matter how terrible you are, they will totally find fault. It doesn't matter. And that was the very first time that I had such an in-the-face experience with one of my poisons I would drink every day, which was pleasing people. I have 3: perfection, performance, and pleasing. I'm sure some of y'all out there have it too. Well, when you come from an abusive background, those are really easy to ingest. And to make sure that your shame shadow constantly reminds you of that. So I won't tell you what happened because you got to read it in the book. Out of darkness. Needless to say, the healing journey really started and the awareness of that pleasing was big. So I'm going to put this back up. When we heal, we reveal where the growth needs to happen. Yeah, so exactly. This was a huge place that I needed to do that healing. Pam, I love it. Boo to the hecklers. Yeah, very, very, very interesting. And yeah, it was a time that a lot of things changed for myself. And I realized that I had more healing to do. And I couldn't just get by anymore. And it was a great process. So that's a little bit of the story for tonight to kind of share that part with you. And I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for coming here. And more information is going to be coming about this conference. Again, it's amazing. You saw the outline of the speakers. I'm going to put up that video and we're getting ready, and tickets are up for registration. And if you would like to be a sponsor, it's out there as well. Y'all, we all have this light. Once you find it, please fuel it and then go out and serve and amplify others. Because the healing process, for me especially, was found in action. And I know it can be different for people, but really when we take that action in faith, we start to find the answers. Love it. Hey, Kathy, thanks so much. Yeah, it's so true. It just wants to follow us around and try to darken and blow out that light wherever it shines. Well, you have that light, and that light is eternal. So as you have life, you will always have that light. And we hope that as others come into your life, they help to stretch that light, amplify your message, amplify who you are, and lead you to where you need to go. Yeah. All right. Great, Pam. Yes, please connect with us. It's going to be awesome. Cecilia, love you too. Thank you. And these are some people that are going to be here through that conference. So again, make those plans. We've got all the dates there. April 1st, April 7th, 14th, 19th, 21st, 22nd, and 26th. So an exciting time. Please come. Find your healing. Share your resources. Bless the lives of these kids. See what can change. See how you can heal yourself. And find that light. And then amplify it out, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for coming, for being that support. And we are looking forward to tomorrow. I have an amazing guest tomorrow, which is Miss Darcy Hawkins. I'm so excited to bring her in tomorrow. It's going to be phenomenal. Again, thank you, everybody. And I can't wait to see you guys soon. We'll see y'all. Bye.